The ashes are around our feet, right? The small number of very rich, high-end donors are disappearing. And we can either go down with them, or we can rise up out of the ashes.
Museums have a pretty good thing, and they've had a pretty good run, but so did Polaroid, and so did Kodak.
The information that we put on labels, really hasn't changed. That approach has not changed in the last 100 years.
We have an audience that has been very, very faithful to us, and we don't want to lose them. And yet we have newer audiences that are expecting and demanding a lot of different things for us.
What a millennial really wants to learn about. Often there needs to be a kind of personal story that's the hook there, or some demonstrated relevancy to their own lives. If we don't change so that we're sort of addressing these concerns, then we simply don't exist. They're just not on the horizon.
Buying the art, hanging the art, displaying the art, being open is just our mission that we're supposed to do for free or very low cost. Then what are they willing to pay for?
Museums are, overly ambitious, understaffed. Our vision is way bigger than our capacity, and we have calcified processes. So, there's a few little hurdles there.
So, let's have a little fun, shall we?
Attracting and hiring good people.
Listening to coworker concerns.
I just want to say I really wanted to be green, but I've got building consensus.
What's a meeting like if it's led by a yellow? Long.
We need to collaborate more. And yet, if you talk to the people who work on the projects, they're going, one more blank meeting? Oh, come on. We need to do things faster, accept the failure, and learn from the failure.
Blues, would you please read your cards?
Meeting or exceeding financial goals.
Emphasizing short time to market.
Being a decisive decision maker.
I love this. They love speed. They can't even wait for each other. They're trying to get it out.
Heresy, I can see it in some of your faces, but I thought I would just put it out there. We've talked a lot about, killing sacred cows. We have always had the curator lead the project. And so I would like to kill that particular cow and not have the curator lead it, but be a content expert, just like we have marketing. Some people are very sensitive when we talk about wanting to do something different. It implies they did something wrong. That's not true. We just need to change to be to relate much more to our audiences.
Visitors don't notice if we don't do things perfectly. This was a revelation to people at the Nelson. Usually I would spend like 2 hours moving an object. Oh, move it over a millimeter. No, move it back. No, move it forward. No, change the lights. It was just like put the things in the cases. Our director actually takes guests in this gallery to show it off.
And we need to start taking some pride in making failures, right? We took a shot, it didn't work, here's what we learned, here's our next shot. Rather than we took a shot, it was really cool, it failed, so we quit. Building the team was very, very important, and I'll sort of take ownership of the fact that I ended up putting an innovator in charge of coordinating a project, which is sort of like, ooh, squirrel! Right? Damn the torpedoes. There will be hurdles. Expect them, jump.
The joy of experiencing what people come forward with at the end of the time is just liberating, and particularly the CEO, because you didn't do it.
Personally, I'm more receptive to change than I was when I started the program.
It's been invigorating, energizing, and you must stick with it. It's not, for me, it's not a one-off project. It's one that you want to give a year or two to it.
You have to be open to really considering the things that are the most ingrained within your organization or within your field as being the very things that need to be examined the most closely.
Right. And whatever you think you know, you probably don't know it. Be open. You're right. Be open. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting.